that I cross with. Give us a second. We just want to try to go live as well on Facebook. I'm going to go live on Facebook. Can you go live on Facebook, right? Okay. No, what? Okay. Today, like I said, it's FOMC day. It's FOMC day. So we are going to look at dollar. Mostly, remember we trade dollar, and most of you they know me as Trump. So we are mostly dollar traders. So what we're going to do is we are going to start with checking on how the dollar index has been behaving all along. Fortunately, I don't know what happened to one of my laptops, but the one that I'm using currently, it actually, remember we analyzed this day last week, and then I don't know what happened, then I lost all those analysis here. But we're just going to browse it through so that we can get to a point where we understand what's happening with dollar. What's happening? Okay, we are going to do the dollar index. So what we're going to do is we are going to quickly browse the dollar index. So we start from the monthly. So from the monthly, what we're going to do is we check where the market is and what is our main trend. So those are the main things that we do in the monthly. We analyze this day. So guys, I'm just going to browse it through. For those who want to, so forgive me, this day, this laptop is being used with one of my students. So I don't know what happened with the previous chat, but we're just going to quickly just browse everything. So we just, on the monthly, we just check, like what we said last time, what is really happening. As you can see, we can see that okay, this market was in this channel. We saw this, remember our channel, we joined the first 2 points. So this is our first point here, and then this is our second point. And then the rest we said it has to be what? It has to be a ray. So something like this. This is what we saw on this monthly channel, and then we label this as our 1. I'm just going to quickly do it. I'm change the logo thing here. 1, and then we get our ABC correction for 2. And then we got our 3. And then finally we say that currently we are trading our 4. So what did we say about our 4? We checked that and then we said this can pass to be a wave 4, because if you measure from that point to that point, it actually passes like from this point to that point, it goes into the 50%. I remember, yeah. Then we said also our 50% in this scenario, it is a neutral zone. So it can be either wave 4 or wave 2. We saw that, and then we discovered also that the market is ranging in these zones. So we got this zone and that zone, right? So this is what we discussed last week. So meaning to say, you can see that this market is actually respecting the high of wave 1 at this point. So they came in just in the zone, and then that can give you our potential 4, right? So at first we labeled our 4 here, but now we check again and say, okay, is our 4 being what expanded or what? because we check the next movement is supposed to be wave 5, and wave 5 is just to be impulsive wave. We discover that this movement is not an impulsive wave. Hence we said our 4 is not being extended. So then we need to realize that, okay, we've got our leg A here, this correction, which is a triangular correction. We discover that we've got 5 waves in it, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 in a triangular manner. And then our B, we've got an ABC correction, ABC correction to give us this B. And then same applies again with our wave C. So we got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 again. And then this gives us what? Our leg C. So what did we say? We say that there's a potential of us doing what? Leg D. Or now we are going into what? Into an impulsive wave of what? Of wave D. I mean, we're going to wave D correction. But we also say that in this scenario, let's for the time being, we are here with our 4. Now we check that, okay, the market it actually broke out this channel, and then on the previous month, they retested it. They retested here on the previous month. So they closed with a bearish formation. But as of today, we are waiting for this drive. Remember, each and every month, there's this high volatility market movement fundamentals or moves that we expect the market to confirm a strategy. So now we have in mind that it can form A, B, C, D, and then come for E, or else it can form what? A, B, C, and then it goes for wave 5, or else it can extend. It can extend this wave 3, meaning to say there is also a possibility that this one can be a breakout and a retest here, and then they'll come down somewhere. Where are those things? Okay, put it here. And then they'll come down somewhere here for a wave 2 correction. Sorry guys, I just need to check with my arrows. Okay. So meaning to say they might come down into this zone, like for a possible wave 2 correction. So this is another way that you are expecting that in that sense, we will say that our wave 3 is being extended, meaning to say this can be 1 of wave 3 and this correction can be 2 of wave 3. And then from there, we are saying that, so now it can be A, B, and then this can be A, B, C to give us C. So it can be our A, B, C for wave 2, then go. But we will see with how the market is going to correspond. Like this is what we are seeing on a monthly time frame. So we haven't yet concluded anything. Okay. So I believe we went down to weekly. Okay. So on our weekly channel, since we got our C and also our possible 4. Remember, we spoke about this 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 for this correction, and then there's a breakout and a retest here. So with you guys now, we say that there was an extension in leg E of this triangle. But with you guys, those who trade structures, you can say this is a double what? A double bottom. Okay. So we discover that the market is formed a double bottom. Then at the same time, there's what? There's a zone to consider, which is this one now. That becomes what? Your neckline, right? Those who trade structures, okay, it's fine. So we are saying that since now also the market is broken what? It has broken this neckline. So for us, for the time being, each and every breakout is what is a retest, right? So what are we expecting? We were expecting this market to come down. So this one I'm no longer using it. Expecting this market to come here and retest here. So if they're gonna retest there, what does it give us? They're gonna come and retest here. Okay, we measure again. So then we cross check like, okay, what's gonna happen here? So this is our neutral zone to 61.8%. This is the zone that we're expecting this market to retest. Okay, so now that will be a breakout for this neckline and then a retest somewhere around there. Okay, right? This is what we saw on a weekly. Remember, we're still trading this leg. But anything that the market is going to do, any breakout above this level, Then we are buying this market. There's no way we're going to stop. Now we are buying this market until there. And then now we can possibly say this is our formation of our leg D. Okay, so we go down to daily. Now, as you check on our daily time frame, we can see that, okay, now the market, it actually respected what we said, and then they broke out here, and then they retested, and then they went. Okay, this retest, remember, it was also in a part of what? Of a passing market, of a running market. It has been running here from this level. Something like this. You guys will call it a head and shoulder or something, but it's something like this. So this market, it has been what, right? And then from there, they what? Their final lane, and then now what are they doing now? They are forming this correction. Can you see this is the correction? So this is your A, B, C correction, which becomes A, B, and then there's an A, B, C for C. Then they come, then now what are they doing? They are also retesting here. Now we go down to H4. So we see that, okay, from there, what are they doing? They are retesting from this zone to that point. In which zone did they retested? So now they are in the deep zone now, currently. So what are we saying? Anything from there, we are expecting this market to come and meet this target. So our main target in this scenario is here. If they are to respect this, okay, so that will be my take profit target number 2. Okay, but anything which is going to be a breakout above this zone, then we are what? We are now considering a buy. It's a bull movement in this market. Okay, so this is where we got last week. But with last week, we said something. I'm just going to update what we said last week. But this is currently what we are seeing. But as of last week, we came down and said, okay, we can see, we observed this channel like, what channel? It was on H4. I think we observed this channel, right? Was it this one? Right, this channel, exactly. And then we say that the market, if the okay, well, actually we saw this breakout, like then we expected this market to come and test. And I said to some of you guys, like if the market is gonna break above that area, because it is one, right? Is it the one? I can't remember. Let me just quickly cross check. Okay, we saw from that point and this point is this, right? Okay. And then actually we expected the market to come and retest in that zone. Okay. Right. So in this zone, so what are we saying now? We are saying that anything from, okay, yeah, this was the one that I'm looking for. So let me remove these other ones, but you will remember the zones, right? You might just remember the zones. Right, this one, let me remove this. Let's use this one and that one. So we said here, if anything that is going to be a breakout above here, we're buying. But that confirmation, we're going to get it tomorrow or either today during FOMC. So if you're not in this trade, either a buy or sell, you rather wait for a confirmation. But if you are in any of these trades and you're in profit, just break even and hold in standstill. So what we are saying that now we are expecting this market, like from there, this is what this market now is giving us. I'm going to change the color to white. And then also in to there. So what are we saying? We are now seeing that anything from this channel, it's either they will come here and then later on they will come and retest here, then they go up and then they will come and break it out. But either way, if they can hold this level, if they break below here, we are now selling to this target. But if they can break above this level, we are now buying for D. So this is what we can see. Okay, there's a question. So when US dollar index is selling, we buy X. Okay, guys, ladies and gentlemen. So what happens now when US dollar, we use it as our monitor for dollar pays, right? Meaning to say, if US dollar index is strong, it gives strength to it means that the dollar pays they are also what they are strong. Meaning to say we are buying US dollar X and selling X US dollar, right? That's how dollar is strong. But when the dollar index is selling, especially in this scenario, there's a higher probability that they can sell. Meaning to say we are now selling the the US dollar X and buying the what? The X US dollar. Did you get the difference? So when the dollar index is selling, we sell the base currency and buy the quote price. But when the dollar index is buying, we buy the base currency and sell the quote price. So I think I've answered your question, but if there's any other question, you can ask during our session. So this is what we are seeing on dollar and what we are expecting. As I say that I'm just quickly browsing it. This thing we did it last week, but I don't know how to lose the chart. So there is someone who asked me about ZAR. So let's rather quickly do ZAR. So what we're going to do with ZAR, okay, let me just update you what I did on this chart. Update it as well. Okay, so what is happening now with ZAR? We saw that ZAR, it is what? It is this was the channel which was before, and they broke it out. So I'm just going to explain how I came across with it. Then I saw this was my impulse 1, and then wave 2, wave 3. Then now we are forming wave 4. So with my wave 4, there was a WXY, okay, which is 5. And also there's a divergence here. Can you see that? That's the reason why I saw this market. That's why we actually saw this market from this point to that point. There was a divergence. So this divergence happened from 3 to 5. Can you see? Yeah. So meaning to say from this point, from this point, that's my 3 and then to my 5. Okay, with my 3 and 5, I mean that this high and that high, but in this scenario, it was what? It was still in a wave 4 because this, it was not an impulsive wave. We saw that there's 3 waves, A, B, C, correction. So it's a running flag, or it's a running channel, whatever that you can call it. But to me, it's a running flag. But anyway, so from there, that's how I got to this point. Like I'm now trading my way forward. So I got A, B, C, or W, X, Y, right? Oh, sorry, this is a 535, man. It's a zigzag, not a running flag. I'm sorry. So this is 5, and there's a triangular in 3, and then this is another 5. So my correction for 4 is a zigzag. So from there, what am I expecting? There's a breakout. Indeed, I saw it. Now I come down to weekly. So with my breakout, what happened now? And then from there, there's a breakout in this retest. So what happened with this retest? You measure it. So let me just erase from here so that you can understand it better. And then I start labeling it again from the beginning. But any questions, guys, please just feel free to ask. Don't worry. If you've got any questions, just feel free to ask. That's the reason for us doing these sessions with you before we get into FOMC. So that we can talk about these things. And guys, there are some good news about Swing Traders Club. We are now offering copy trading systems. I mean, copy trading opportunities whereby you just open an account with us and then you join our copy trading. So what you do is you get 60% of the profit and then you get 40% of the profit. So if you want to join our copy trading, please contact any of us or just contact me directly and then I will tell you what to do. So guys, so now we saw that, okay, we are in this channel. Remember I'm on weekly on our US dollar, on our USD. So we are on weekly and then we had a breakout here. So what comes first in your mind whenever there's a breakout, there's a retest. But in this scenario, since we are web traders, we know that our retest is set to what in the 61.8% to 78.6% to confirm for what? For our wave 2. So now you measure the retest strength and then it came in this zone. Can you see that this retest came in the fib zone? Yeah, this is my fib zone, right? The fib zone, it just simply means that my 61.8% zone level. So that's where my retest came. So what am I expecting? I'm expecting a wave 3. So where's my wave 3 target? Like I said, this is a customized fib 2. You will never get it anyway unless if you were or you are in my mentorship. That's how you can get these customized figures. So the projection of this one, let me show you the other way around. So with other people, what you do for projecting for wave 3, you use what we call the fib expansion 2. So you measure from the lowest point of your price to the highest point of your price. This scenario is there, right? That one. Okay, the high size, right? This is my highest point. So let me remove my my fib, what do you call my fib expansion, and use your sorry, my fib retracement and use the expansion 2. So with the expansion 2, you now measure to the highest point, right? That's my highest point there. And then you also, this one, you drag it to the lowest point there. So if you are not good with your eyesight, rather use the, what do you call the horizontal lines, right? Like this one, and then that one. So you measure, this is my lowest, and that's my highest, and then that's my retracement level there, 3. So the with this, now it will project to you your expected wave 3 target. Can you see on this 161.8? This FE, it means it's a Fibonacci expansion 2. So it's expanding it to 161.8%. So this, it becomes your what? Your target for wave 3. So this is how you project wave 3, ladies and gentlemen. So now we customize our fib retracement 2, so it becomes a 2-in-1. There's no need for you to use that that expansion 2. So life becomes easier. You just place it correctly and simply like that, and then it will show you that this is your wave 2, and it will also show you your swing target, which means that's your wave 3 target. So this is how you use or project for your wave 3 target. So we saw that we are supposed to come there. That's our take profit target number 1. But the market, when it drove out from this zone, this is an impulse or a motive wave. Okay, let's rather put it like a motive wave, because there's no much of correction here, and then there's a correction there. But they never reached to that zone, our first targeted zone. But should we say it's wrong? No, it's correct. So what is happening now, there is an extension which is happening. So I'm going to explain it further. So now, let me remove this. This is just to show you how to draw with with an expansion tool, right? So we said that what we saw earlier, we said that from this point to that point, right? Isn't it? That's my highest point. We saw that the market came to retrace in the fib zone. Then it gave me my what? My wave 2. So in this scenario, this is an impulsive wave. Can you see that? It's going up in an impulsive way. So I will come and gladly say that, I'm glad to say that, like, okay, this is the beginning of my other wave. Remember now, I'm from what? I'm from wave 4, and I'm constructing wave 5. So you don't have to forget where you're coming from and where you're going. So I got this one, and then now I've got my big A. Okay. And then I've got my big 2, my big B. So big, I've got my B. And then I've got my C there. So this structure now, it gives me what? What? Okay, what does it give me? This structure gives me a wave 2. Okay, so now I've got my wave 2. So in other ways, what am I trying to say? I'm trying to say that from this point to that point, right? Let's use Y. From this point to that point, and then this point to that point. So I know some of you, they'll call it a triangle or whatever, but no, it's not a triangle. What is it called? From your imagination, okay? This, remember, this didn't surpass this, and this didn't surpass this. What is it? You know, non-thinking capacity. Fast. Good. Anyway, so I got my 1, 2. I'm still waiting for irregular plate. Okay, that's how we got our irregular plate. Okay, so I'm saying now from there, remember we said that this momentum, it failed to what? To hit my target, right? So which means to say my wave 3 is actually what? In extension. So can you see right now what the market is doing? The market now is playing in this zone. Remember, the zone starts from there to there mostly. So the market is playing in the zone. So what am I expecting? Okay, now I will go and check like, okay, what type of correction is being formed? That thing, it will give me what? To understand. Remember now I've got 1, 2, I'm trading wave 3. So my wave 3 is the one which is being extended. So we are to say that, okay, this is what? This is part of wave 3. So this is one of wave 3. Okay, now I've got one of wave 3. So what am I projecting? What am I projecting here? Huh? I'm projecting wave 2 of wave 3. Why are you forgetting to do? I'm projecting wave 2 of wave 3, right? So what am I going to do? I'm going to check what type of correction is being formed. I can see there's an A movement there because I can see there's A, B, C to give me this A, right? Then I can see there's a B movement there. Then I can see there's a C movement there. So all this movement here, what does it give me? Okay, it can give me a W, right? Remember, or it can give me a bigger A. So let me use the language that you understand. Let's put a bigger A, okay, and then from there I get a bigger B. So what am I expecting from the last leg? What type of correction is this one? Sorry guys, I'm also asking the guys that I'm with here in the boardroom. Remember, I'm also doing mentorship one-on-one. So I'll be teaching you guys and also asking these guys what they've learned so far. So what type of correction do you think this one is? There are people like they're waiting for you for the answer. How can you say the zigzag is going to go 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3? What type of correction are we expecting? Okay, we're expecting a running plate, guys. So what's happening here with the 3 wave and the 3 wave, and then this we're expecting to be in a triangular formation to give us a 5 wave. So what do we call this? A 3, 3, 5. That's what we're expecting. These guys are slow. I don't know why. Anyway, we're expecting a 3, 3, 5, meaning to say from there, from this point to that point, we got our ABC, and then we got this A. And then from that A, we got a 1, 2, 3, we got this B. And then from this B, what are we expecting now? Now we say that we've got 1, 2, 3, 4, right? And then we're doing what? We're doing the 5th leg. So can we say this is 5? Not yet. But what are we going to do now? So I'm going to break it down to you guys so that you can understand. But remember, this is our main target. So meaning to say, if we are to draw the zone that we're expecting is this zone. So this is the zone that we're expecting this market one to retrace in. And you see. So I'm no longer going to use this whole blue zone. I'm going to use it like this. So why am I expecting there? Because that's my what? My wave 2 target. So to me, I'm still saying that from this, what we can do, if they can break below this area, we are expecting them to come a little bit more, one more leg down before they go up. That's what I'm saying to you. So I'm expecting these guys to come one more leg, but that's only if they broke below this leg. The reason why, because they can form a truncated wave. Remember, this is a strong zone. It's going to be a strong zone because it's a zone in this area. So it can be a very strong support zone. So before I trade this market, what am I going to do? I'm going to be patient enough to wait. So remember, trading, especially when you're an illiquid trader, swing trader, it's all about applying patience every time. So I'm going to wait for these guys to confirm As of today, I'm going to sleep with the confirmation. Today, you won't gonna just sleep, you have that confirmation by the end of the day, before the end of the, or before the market, what the session closed. So we are expecting in this structure. So I'm saying it's either they are gonna push it down there for this structure before they what? Before they push it up. Before they push it up there. So this is what to expect. But in that scenario, if they fail to push more further down, what am I going to do? I'm just going to expect these guys to retrace in this zone. Just a breakout. I'll wait for a breakout here. And then how am I going to trade this breakout? I'll wait for the market to break this level. Okay, this is the level to break above this level. Why are you saying that level, Mr. Trump? There is so much confluence in this level right here. Why? The reason why? Because number one, can you tell me the reason? 3 reasons for why I'm saying is if I miss this entry for that retracement, I'll wait for the breakout. Why? Okay, my moving averages, yeah, is right. My moving average, they also act as support and resistance, number one. And number two, I saw this is an area of concern. And number three is a breakout. So I trade only confluences. I don't just take any position. So this is what we are expecting on USD, ladies and gentlemen, today. Any questions? So I think I'm done analyzing USD. So I don't know if I answered your question. One of my students asked me earlier, or I didn't, but this is what I'm expecting on USD as of today. Okay, so from there, these are the areas to keep an eye on. Keep a very close eye on. Sorry, this can also not be an equidistant channel. It can be in a triangular formation like this. The reason why you come here and check the potentials here. This is going down, right? And this is going up. And then when it went up here, here, let me show. Here, from this point to that point, it shows a divergence. This is the reason why we have this small buy. But can you see that in this triangular formation, what did we get? We get 1, 2, 3, 4. So we get this 1, 2, 3, and then 4. Then now we're doing 5. But in this 5, it can be extended as A, B, C. So this is going to be A, B, and then we're expecting a C, then a breakout. So we must pay attention. Remember the principles of a triangle is a 3, 3, 3, 3, meaning like it's gonna be like this. I'm also doing mentorship guys for those who have got ears there, and they're gonna use this information very well. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So with my triangle, this is the formation of a triangle. So if you know this formation, you will never get lost with what is being formed here. Because it's 1, 2, 3 to give you 1, 1, 2, 3 to give you 2. And then you're expecting 1, 2, and then you're expecting 1, 2, 3 to give you another 3. So it's always like that. It's always a 3, 3, 3 of this kind of 3 for a triangle. Okay, I'm gonna respond to questions. Yes, sir. You did. Thank you. Oh yeah, my man. Thank you very much. Are we aligning on the same direction, or maybe we are a bit different? I didn't check it properly yours that morning, but I hope we are aligning. Can you please respond to me? I'll be so much glad if you can respond me to that. Thank you very much for your response, my man. I was actually looking for you. So this is what we're expecting on ZAR. And also, remember we spoke about the index. And so I think we have actually answered everything. So ladies and gentlemen, to wrap up our session, we said we are going to wait for dollar to see how it's going to react here in this area. So if it's going to go up, meaning to say on our ZAR, we are expecting a breakout, just a minor reaches there in the breakout. But if it's going to go down, so we are still expecting on our ZAR to what? To come and fulfill our leg more way down there. Okay. So it will depend with the volume of the market and the volatility. So thank you very much for joining us. Now it's time for questions and answers. Okay, we don't have questions, we don't have answers. What you can do, just join us privately. You can text us privately. We can have a chat about everything. But yeah, we wish you the best. Good luck on your training today. Bye.